Welcome to the first part of the tutorial on the customers feature of the partner application. To access the list of all existing customers in the system, click on the customers on the operator sidebar and select the list option. On this page, you can see the list of all the customers in the system, and you can search through them using the text field at the top of the page. If you would like to select a customer and perform some actions for them, or simply would like to view and edit their information, click on the button at the far right of the table and the customer will be selected. As you see, now the operator sidebar has changed to the customer sidebar, and you are able to do a lot of operations that we have covered in the previous tutorials, but only for the selected customer this time. The very first page that is selected by default after choosing a customer is the General Info tab. On the top half of the page, you see the information of the admin member of the company pre-filled in the text fields. You can change any of them and press the update button at the bottom of the fields. The right side of the upper half has two tabs, Company Info and Members. The first tab, which is chosen by default, shows the information of the company that you can change and press the update button to save them if you wish. The Members tab shows a list of the members of the selected customer and their accesses. You can change these accesses by clicking on the switches under them. You can remove a member by clicking on the remove button, and also change the notification you receive from the members actions by clicking on the notification icon. If you need to add a member to the members of the customer, you can press the add member button, fill out the form and register the new member. On the lower half of the page, you can see the payment limitation of the customer, which includes their payment term and credit limit, their search limitation that allows you to, for example, set a search count of 10 per hour, their general and categorized price level. For example, the general price level of this customer is 6, but they are at the second price level for the HD Autobot category, and also their bypass setting, which allows them to have 3 bypasses per 10 days in this case. You can view the registered addresses of a customer by clicking on the addresses option on the customer sidebar. On this page, you can see the shipping and billing addresses of the customer, edit them and add to them. You can view the tax information of each address by clicking on the tax info button below each address. Also, you can add an accept number in the text fields if applicable and press the save changes button. You can edit, remove, set a default and duplicate an address by clicking on the 3 dots button next to each of the addresses. If you would like to add to the addresses, press the add address button, fill up the information and press the add button. You can set the new address as the default addresses by choosing the is default checkbox. You can review a customer's login logs by clicking on the login logs option on the customer sidebar. There is a date selector at the top of the page that lets you pick a date range and get the customer login logs in the selected period, and it will appear on the chart at the middle of the page. As you see, our selected customer doesn't have any logs at the moment, so there is nothing showing up on the chart. You can view the promotions redemption history of a selected customer by clicking on the promotions option on the customer sidebar. As you see, there is a list at the bottom of the page that shows the history of the promotion redemption for this customer. You can filter this list using keywords and date range. In the previous tutorials, we have seen that when a search doesn't bring back any results, we can submit a lost search report. Customers can do the same when using the client-side website. To view the selected customer's lost searches, click on the lost search option on the customer sidebar. As you see on this page, the customer that we have selected before is selected by default, and we can select a new customer by searching for their name in the search text field. At the bottom of the page, you can see the list of the selected customer or customers' lost searches. We can navigate to the customer's profile page by clicking on their name, see the general info of the customer, and search by clicking on the information button next to their name. And also, you can generate the same search as the customer did by clicking on the first bottom at the beginning of the table. You can filter this list by using keywords and date ranges. If you would like to review all the searches that happened by the customer based on the search engine they have used, you can use the search logs feature of the application. To access this feature, click on the search logs option on the customer sidebar and choose the search engine that you would like. As you see, like the previous page, our selected customer is selected by default, but we can add to the list of the selected customers if we would like to. You can see the list of the searches at the bottom of the page. You can filter this list using categories, part numbers, the weather, and the degree when the search was happening and the date. You can also change the order of the list by using the order by drop-down. That includes everything for the first part of the tutorial on the customer sidebar of the application.